Hello everybody and welcome to the barbecue shop here at Hayes Garden World. In this video we're joined once again by Mr. Richard Holden, top UK barbecue chef, and we're going to be doing a Moroccan themed lamb burger.
Yep.
And we're going to cook this on a Weber 57cm Mastertouch. Richard, talk us through how we're going to make these burgers.
Well, we're starting with a good product. We're starting with some lamb mince. This has got about 15-20% fat in here. You need to keep the burgers nice and juicy. One of the little store cupboard gold little touches here is our harissa paste. This has a lot of spices already in there, so this is a really simple thing to do. One of the ingredients in here is some cumin. We're going to accentuate that flavour with a little bit more ground cumin. A little bit of salt. We're not going to add pepper because we've got chili peppers in here already. It's already got quite a bit of spice to it, and some fresh coriander. So I'm going to start out. We've got about 750 grams of the lamb mince in here. We're going to take a good couple of teaspoons of the harissa paste. So pop that in, and then we'll pop in some ground cumin. This is just going to be a gentle sprinkle. If I can, it is coming out. Gentle sprinkle across the top. That's one of those terms that will be in an Urban Dictionary somewhere soon. A gentle sprinkle.
Gentle sprinkle.
Gentle sprinkle. Little bit of Maldon sea salt, just crushed up as it goes in, probably about a teaspoon. And then we've got half a pack of fresh coriander that has just been roughly chopped, minus the stalks. That goes in as well. And then it's time to get in with the hands. Best way to mix everything together. You don't want to overwork it, but you do want to make sure that it's nicely combined in the bowl. And you don't want to be pressing it together too much at this stage. We are going to shape it in the burger press, but you can already smell things like the tomato puree, the sun-dried tomato flavours really coming out, as well as that cumin. So this is coming together nicely, and then what we're going to do is we're going to divide this into even amounts and then use the burger press to shape this for us.
No problem, let's see when we get there. Right, we've divided it up into 4 portions.
Yeah, we've got 4 equal sized quantities. I prefer to separate it and divide it out before we start putting things through the burger press, just so that you don't end up with that one. There's nothing wrong with one humongous burger at the end, but you know, just a little bit on the base, a little bit of oil. This is a little bit of rapeseed oil. Higher burn point will help the burgers to come out of the press, but also it will put a little bit of oil just on the outside of the burgers, so that when they go on, they have that extra little bit of non-stick. So, meat on. Give that a good press together. The spices in that harissa are amazing. And this is a great thing to do if you've got people that want to help in the kitchen, and then maybe they're not as confident around food. They can do this really straightforward.
Yeah, because if you mess it up, just put it back into a bowl, stick it back in the burger
Anybody
press.
can press those things together and put the burgers into the right shape. And also little hands, as in little people.
Yeah.
Little great thing for them to get involved and start helping out in the kitchen. And the basis of this is evenly shaped food cooks evenly and roughly in around about the same amount of time. So good tap out onto our red board. And the last one's going to go in, and then we'll be ready to go to the barbecue.
All right, Richard, let's take these burgers over to our barbecue.
We've got the barbecue preheated. For grilling, normally go around about a 250 temperature. For these, we're just going to go a little bit hotter, to around about 275, 280.
Yep.
And we've got oil on the burgers, but we're going to use the non-stick spray as well, so that we have a good cooking area. We've got heat in the left, kind of 2/3 of the grill. That's our direct heat, and that's where we normally cook burgers. But we've left, I always forget those are a little bit aerosol on this.
Yeah.
Keep spraying even when you release the trigger for a couple of seconds. So, direct heat in the left 2/3, nothing in the right 2/3. They just go on. You can see they're starting to smoke already.
It's sizzling, you can hear them.
Yeah, and the sizzle's amazing. So, just to help prevent flare-ups, we put the lid back down. Vents are fully open because fire needs oxygen. So, they will cook 2 minutes on the first side, then we'll have a check on them. We know our food's ready to turn over when it releases easily, so we don't need to think about those for a good minute and a half, 2 minutes. Don't be tempted to peek, and we'll come back to those.
Let's give them a good few minutes, then we'll come back and have a look.
We've given them a minute and a half. Let's have a quick look. Barbecue is running quite warm. So if we have a look on these, there we go, nice bit of caramelization. We've just got to them.
Just in time.
Just got to them before that turns to char, shall we say. So, lid down again. Same amount of time because the colour looks good, so
Yep.
we don't want to cook them for any longer on the second side. Going to give them an extra minute and a half, and then we'll come back and check them with the temperature probe. They've had a minute and a half.
Yep.
We're just going to check them for internal temperature, just because that second side will be looking like the first side. So temperature probe in the centre, using the tip of the probe to measure the temperature. So we're in the mid to high 50s, but obviously that's nowhere near the 75 that we need for cooked food. So the reason for this extra area of indirect heat over here is so that if our food's cooked on the outside but not cooked on the inside, we can actually move it over to this area here, the indirect area, and just let that carry on cooking through. It won't colour up anymore on the underside. You just put the lid down. I would think an extra minute and a half. We'll check them again and then we'll see whether they're ready to come off completely.
Okay.
I think we're ready to go. Do you want to check the temperature on
no
those?
problem.
And I'll just kind of have a rearrange here. So what we're going to do is we're going to serve this with a little bit of a spicy chili chutney, or a spicy chili salsa that's from inside. And what temperature are you looking for on those?
75 degrees. And they are done.
Done,
They're
ready
good to go.
Right, so I'll prepare these two. I'll get myself sorted out. Cheeky chili salsa. A little bit of that on the base.
Well done.
A little bit of that on the base of there. And then if you want to pop 2 of those, one on each one, and then we'll save the others for the crew.
I must say, they smell amazing.
They do. There's something about lamb. Lamb probably is one of my earliest memories of food off a barbecue, and it's just a nice bit of spicy lamb burger or kebab. A little bit of mayo on the top. A couple of 3 slices of tomato. Quite happy with those.
I am. They look impressive. So
let's have a cut through. So 75 is the target temperature. Magic temperature, make sure that your food's cooked through but not overcooked. Look at that. That's pretty good to me.
I'll let you have a taste.
Okay, I'll have a taste. You kind of tell them where they can get more information from.
If you want to see more recipes on there, how to do these dishes, visit our website, www.haysgardenworld.co.uk. We're across all social media platforms. This recipe, along with all the other recipes in our videos on our YouTube channel, will be posted on our website. Is it tasty?
That is so simple with the harissa from the cupboard, but that is really, really tasty.
Right.
You've got to try this.
I'm going to go and try these burgers, and we'll see you next time.